Franny and Kenzie were talking about against Illinois State, a tough road game. You weren't playing as well as you wanted to,
Right.
but you had to find a way to win. What did you learn about your team in that game?
Yeah, I thought it was just a great just evening, afternoon of just learning about ourselves more. We haven't been down too much in the season, and we got off to a very slow start, and I thought Illinois State was tremendous. And even after we came back, just talking about the things that we can try and get off to a better start, prevent that. But what I did love was just our fight. Really didn't take the lead and until that middle of the fourth quarter. So I thought even just that grind of putting 40 minutes together when it didn't start off that great was really important for our team.
As a coach, how hard is it? This first Big East game is against a ranked opponent, right off the bat. Is it hard as a coach to jump right into it like that?
Yeah, it's been interesting just our schedule. Not only is it first Big East game, you play a tremendous team in Creighton, it's still finals week over here, so there's just a lot on our plates. But I was talking to the team about it, just the more adversity you can see in that November, December time, it only helps you for January, February, and March. And so just keeping our kids steady, making sure our veterans are leading us. And, we've always been a team this year that talks about strength in numbers and, all the little things that each person can do to help our team be successful is what we're looking for and asking for. So I like the opportunity and challenge right off the bat. We have a ton of respect for Creighton and what they do, and they're a very veteran-laden team as well. So they've had just a great schedule up to this point. So it's going to be a heck of a matchup.
You guys are ranked and undefeated. As a coach, do you talk about those external things with the team to make sure that they're not feeling any pressure, or how do you approach it?
I just think our girls deserve it. I mean, this team has continued to get better. We have a lot of new faces. We have those veterans, and just meshing that together. So we do talk about the process. We talk about the task at hand every day. Illinois State was a great example of now you're a little bit hunted in some ways. So I think there's no reason not to talk about the success and good things, but this team is also very focused on improvement and finding the chemistry we've been talking about since back in the summer.
Kind of want to rewind to that Illinois State game a little bit. Liza obviously had that huge three, to take the lead, and obviously some clutch buckets. Also has, similar role in the game against Illinois here. How have you been able to see her really flourish, late in the game, down the stretch in those close games, and really be able to get big buckets for you down the stretch?
I think the great thing about Liza is just every year she keeps getting better. She knew she had to do a little bit more this year, take on a little bit different scoring role. And I think what's great about her is she's being extremely versatile. It doesn't necessarily happen in the fourth quarter. It could happen early in the first half. She's making some timely baskets when we need it. And when you have somebody like her, you throw Kenzie and Jordan in the mix, and even what Rose is doing, and then Franny with her ability to score, it makes that basket look a little bigger when you have teammates around you who can also step up and not feel like it has to be one person. I'm just really thrilled overall with her growth and her maturity this season especially.
What have you seen from Franny and her ability to just kind of seamlessly integrate herself with the team as a fifth-year player?
Yeah, Franny's probably the hardest on herself. She continues to work so hard for us and mesh and want to help our team be successful. And we talked about earlier in the season how this was going to be a challenge for her, and she wanted that opportunity to prove herself on this stage. I think she's doing an awesome job. She's a great teammate. She's finding her way with Liza and Jordan and Kenzie, the way they're scoring. And I think she's only going to get better. I don't even think we've seen the best of Franny Hottinger yet, just with her feeling comfortable in the system. And we've seen moments where she can go off. We've seen moments where she can get a double-double. And our goal for her is to continue to build that confidence, find different ways on the floor for her to be successful. But she's doing everything she can to help her team, which is tremendous.
What have you told her about what to expect in a Big East season?
Yeah, we actually talked about it earlier in the year when we played Illinois here at home, and then we went down to Florida. She's gotten some great experience with some big games already, and I think the veterans also show her like every night in the Big East, regardless of standings or what's going on, is going to be a battle. So I know she's looking forward to the matchup Wednesday, and I told the team too, one game doesn't define you either. We have a long journey ahead, a lot of big games ahead, and especially during this time where there's a lot of external things going on, whether it's holidays or finals or some distractions. Keeping the team insulated and tight with each other is really important.
The secret's out on Kenzie, right? If you're number one in the nation as a three-point shooter, like people are going to try to shut her down, run her off the three-point line. Mm-hmm. How have you seen her adjust to the way teams are playing her now?
Yeah, Kenzie's gotten off to a great start her sophomore year, and I think one of the big things we we knew about Kenzie is she's more than just a three-point shooter. And I think just her ability, to distribute the ball this year, her defense is much improved. She's been able to get downhill with her craftiness. So I think she's just more confident of not just being one-dimensional from that freshman year, trying to figure it out, trying to just, find a spot. Now she's very comfortable in what she's doing. And again, we've been successful, I think, because it's players like her, Rose and Kumu, who have just stepped up and did little things to help our team be successful. And the more we can stretch the floor, and make shots in all different positions, the better we'll be.
You mentioned Rose, in more of an expanded role this year. She's been able to, been dishing out assists, taking charges, team MVP down in Fort Myers. How have you really been able to see her step up, here in her senior year?
Yeah, she's been so much fun to watch. Just she's the young woman who just does whatever it takes, whether it's her on defense, getting a steal, hitting an open jumper, getting downhill. She's embraced that role. She's embraced just what she can do to help our team get to that next level. She has a great mindset about herself each and every day. You can't always tell if it's a good day or a bad day. She just comes in with a workman-like attitude, very steady. And again, that helps some of our new players. It helps our veterans, with Jordan, having to take on a lot of the load. And just really proud of just seeing her with the success.
With 6 new faces coming into the season, were you surprised by how good the chemistry of this team is?
I think we've worked really hard on it from day one. I think, first and foremost, they really like each other. They spend a lot of time with each other in a very positive way, and just going on that foreign trip and understanding we were going to spend those first few months really getting to know each other, just laying the expectations of our program. Doesn't matter who's on the team, whether you're a freshman, whether you're coming in as a transfer, what the expectations are here. And I think that's what's been really cool of their buy-in. And they're tremendous people. And even when they don't have a good game or it was a little rocky at Illinois State, just coming to be with them the next day and helping them get better has probably been some of our greatest joy as coaches. They're just really great people to be around, and I still think there's a lot of great basketball ahead for all of them to keep growing together.
How much does it help when you have 6 new players to have veterans like Jordan and Liza and Claire, people who've been around for multiple seasons? How much does that help?
It's huge, and I think we early in the summer it was like we have our new guys and our old guys, but it was more so just to kind of lay the foundation of what it means, to play here at Marquette. And then now, it's all integration, it's all, the chemistry between guards, post and guards, the post group, our staff and them. And when you have people like, Jordan and Rose and Claire Kafis, Liza, who's really embraced her leadership role this year. Hopefully it's helping those young players and those new players don't feel like, they're on their own island or, they have to do it by themselves.